Dear friends, we often hear people say, "If only I lived in that country, if only I had that job, if only I had those connections." As if opportunity was a destination on a map, a place you could buy a ticket to. But the truth is, opportunity is not a place, it's a mindset. Opportunity doesn't live in New York, London, or Silicon Valley. It doesn't hide in offices, universities, or boardrooms. Opportunity lives inside your perception, in how you see the world, how you respond to problems, and how you choose to grow from them. Let me tell you about two people who started in the same neighborhood with the same challenges. One saw only problems, no jobs, no help, no future. The other saw possibilities, skills to learn, people to meet, ideas to test. 10 years later, one was still complaining about the system, and the other had built one. What changed? Not their environment, not their luck. It was their mindset. Because when you believe opportunity exists only somewhere else, you'll spend your life waiting. But when you believe opportunity begins inside you, you'll start creating. The same storm that destroys some homes gives others a reason to build stronger ones. The same crisis that breaks some people gives others a reason to grow tougher. The same closed door that frustrates one person inspires another to build a new one. The difference: mindset. When your mind is wired to see potential instead of limitation, the world becomes your field of play. You stop chasing opportunity and start attracting it. Here's the deeper why. Most people don't fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they lack the vision to recognize it. The most successful people in the world didn't start in perfect conditions. They started with imperfect ideas, limited resources, and limitless faith in their ability to figure things out. They didn't say, "I'll start when I move there." They said, "I'll start here, right now, with what I have." That's the power of mindset. It turns ordinary moments into extraordinary chances. So how do you cultivate this mindset? 3 ways. Shift from why me to what now. Every challenge has a next step. Stop asking why it happened and start asking what you can do about it. Train your eyes to see value, not comfort. Opportunity often comes wrapped in struggle. If you only look for what's easy, you'll never find what's possible. Invest in curiosity. The more you learn, the more patterns you see. And the more patterns you see, the more opportunities you create. My friends, opportunity is not something waiting for you, it's something waiting within you. Stop thinking you need to move somewhere else to succeed. Stop believing that better is out there. Start realizing that better begins in here. Backhand index pointing left. When your mindset changes, your world expands. When your perspective grows, your possibilities multiply. Because opportunity is not a place you go to, it's a way you think, a way you live, a way you believe. So wherever you are today, remember this truth. Globe showing Europe, Africa, you don't have to be in the right place to win. You just have to have the right mindset. We often believe that success belongs to those born in the right place, the right country, the right family, the right connections. But that's a comforting illusion. The truth is, your location might shape your circumstances, but your mindset shapes your destiny. There are people born in luxury who never do anything meaningful, and there are people born in poverty who inspire the world. What separates them? It's not luck. It's not privilege. It's mindset. Your environment might set the stage, but you decide the performance. Every day you choose what to see, obstacles or opportunities. You choose whether to complain about the system or become the system that others admire. When you start believing that you're not a victim of your surroundings, but a creator within them, everything changes. Your brain starts to ask better questions. Backhand index pointing right, what can I learn from this? Backhand index pointing right, how can I turn this situation into growth? Backhand index pointing right, what's possible here that others don't see? Simon Sinek often says, working hard for something we don't care about is stress. Working hard for something we love is passion. Likewise, waiting for the right environment is fear. Creating opportunity where you are is leadership. So stop thinking you're trapped by your circumstances. The most powerful shift you can ever make isn't moving to a new city. It's moving to a new mindset. Every great story starts with a problem. Think about it. Without struggle, there's no story worth telling. When we face challenges, most of us see them as blocks to success. But leaders, visionaries, and change makers see them as invitations to grow. They understand that the bigger the problem, the greater the opportunity for innovation and meaning. Simon Sinek says, when we help ourselves, we find moments of happiness. When we help others, we find lasting fulfillment. Problems are chances to create that fulfillment not just for you, but for others. A problem-free life isn't a life of peace, it's a life of stagnation. Every inconvenience is a test of mindset. Will you react or respond? Will you retreat or reinvent? The people who rise above don't wait for easier circumstances. They reframe their problems. Instead of saying, "Why me?" they say, "What can I learn here that will make me stronger?" When you see problems as opportunities in disguise, life stops happening to you and starts happening for you. That's when growth truly begins. Your external world is a mirror of your internal thoughts. If your mind is full of limits, your life will be too. Most people underestimate how powerful thought really is. The belief that I can and I can't both create self-fulfilling realities. When you start to think differently, your energy changes, your confidence changes, your results change. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about empowered thinking. It's about choosing thoughts that drive you forward, not hold you back. If you tell yourself you're unlucky, you'll ignore every small door that opens. But if you tell yourself you're resourceful, you'll start noticing chances everywhere. Your thoughts build habits, habits shape behavior, and behavior determines destiny. That's why Simon Sinek often reminds us, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. If your why is strong, your thoughts will align with it, and your mindset will begin to create opportunity out of thin air. So guard your thoughts carefully. They are architects of your reality. Change your thinking, and you'll change everything. Waiting is the silent killer of dreams. Many people sit in the comfort of someday. They think, someday I'll have time. Someday I'll have resources. Someday I'll move where opportunity exists. But someday is not a day on the calendar, it's an excuse. Those who truly succeed don't wait for opportunity, they act their way into it. Action doesn't mean perfection, it means movement. You can't steer a parked car. The moment you take a small step, momentum begins. You learn, you adjust, you grow. Every successful entrepreneur, artist, or leader started with uncertainty. They didn't have all the answers, but they acted anyway. Simon Sinek teaches that leadership begins with courage, not clarity. You don't need to know every step, just the next one. The truth is, opportunity reveals itself only to those in motion. Action breeds clarity, so don't wait for the right place or the right time, wherever you start. Because the most powerful mindset you can have is this: I may not have everything, but I can start with something. Curiosity is the fuel of progress. Every great innovation began with a question: what if? Curious people don't accept life as it is. They poke, explore, and challenge. They understand that behind every impossible idea is just something that hasn't been tried yet. When you're curious, the world opens up. You begin to notice patterns, opportunities, and solutions others ignore. Simon Sinek says, the ability to ask questions that no one else is asking is what separates leaders from followers. Curiosity shifts your focus from limitations to possibilities. Instead of saying, I don't know how, a curious person says, let's find out. It's curiosity that turns failure into feedback, mistakes into lessons, and confusion into discovery. If you want to live a life of opportunity, stay curious even when things go wrong. Because curiosity keeps your mind alive, and an alive mind always finds a way forward. Remember, you don't need to know everything, you just need to keep asking better questions. We live in a culture obsessed with more. More money, more recognition, more comfort. But the real secret to opportunity is not more, it's gratitude. Gratitude changes the way you see what's already in front of you. When you start appreciating what you have, you begin to see how much you can do with it. The people who feel stuck are often not lacking opportunity, they're lacking awareness. They don't see how their current situation can be a stepping stone. Gratitude sharpens that vision. Simon Sinek says, "The goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be better today." Gratitude helps you stay centered, grounded, and focused on growth instead of comparison. When you're grateful, even small wins feel big, and big challenges feel conquerable. Gratitude doesn't just make you happier, it makes you more resourceful. Because when your heart says thank you, your mind says let's build something. And that, my friends, is where true opportunity begins, not in a new place, but in a renewed perspective.